Hello, everybody. So very nice to have you here on Tuesday. It is May 12th, and you guys are just sitting around playing with your ball bags, waiting for the show to start. Me too. I'm so excited for the show to start, too. And I'm here with myself, and we're playing with hand grenades. Yep. That's what I'm doing. Are we on the air? I don't know.
Hey, Roaring. Ik hoor een turf in Tom's penis.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SEN Live. That's right, SEN Live, the Schmoedown Entertainment Network. I'm Christian Harloff, and what a day, what a last 24, 48 hours it has been, and with a bunch of stuff. Not just the stuff happening in the movie trivia Schmoedown, but man, some movie news broke today, some stuff that potentially could be going down, stuff that I said, I think that'd be cool if that happens, and some said, won't happen, doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe I'm not a fucking idiot after all. It's nice to see everybody. Nice to be here. Nice to be talking to you all. You know who am I talking with? This imbecile.
Hello! How are you? So very nice to see you on this special day. We're idiots.
God, tell me about it.
How you been doing?
I think I'm fucking losing it.
Are you?
Like, for real.
That's good, though. Usually when you're losing it, though, that means that we have one of those shows. Something comes out of it.
I don't know. I was like, this is all right. Everything's calm. And now I'm just like, get me the fuck out of the house.
Yeah, I know. It's you just have those freak. Are you fighting with your wife a lot?
Here and there. Yeah. It's just like, I have
human
to give
nature.
her space.
It's not her fault. It's not your fault. It's just, we're not supposed to spend this much time with each other. We're just not
at all.
It's no one's fault. And because you have one of the strongest marriages I've ever seen. I can't even imagine you two fighting. That's why I asked, because I mean, my wife and I we'll get into these spats, and it's like, this is just one. You can tell it's just because we're pent up, and it's like, in the middle of it. Like the other day, it was Mother's Day, and I'm like, there's enough time for her to. She's moving around. She's doing too much. I'm like, I gotta go in there, and I gotta see. I'm like, honey, can I let me take this over? You go, I'm fixing my kids some food. I'm like, I'm good.
I was making risotto, and she leans over me, and she's like, I think your heat's a little too high. I'm like, why don't you just back the fuck up?
I know it is. And it has nothing to do with her. It has nothing. There's just.
You want to chop some mushrooms for you? Fuck your mushrooms.
Right. We all become Professor Crow.
Yeah.
We all become Professor Crow. So anyway, a lot of news. A lot of things happening in the world of the Schmoedown and in the movie news. We're going to talk, obviously, big rumor going out there today, and it is a rumor. It is a rumor about Katee Sackhoff joining as Bo Katan. It makes a lot of sense. A lot of big leaks happening. I can tell you that I reached out to Katee to get and what she told me was
Tim Sim donated $20.
Hey, Tim Sim.
First off, holy fucking shit. Chris Jericho, Kevin Smith, Doug Benson, and Cody Rhodes shows interest? That aside, today's Senate hearings with Fauci and leading medical experts convinced me that virtual matches are with us for more than just this year.
Yeah. I got to read more about what the Fauci said.
What does he know?
Why don't you bring up the Fauci's comments, Brett? We'll talk about it in a second. But so Katee has no official comment except that she just loves being part of the Star Wars universe, and she had loved playing Bo Katan in the Clone Wars, and that it's been a journey. And she said there's really no comment on the situation at the moment. So take that what you will. So I think it makes sense. I think that obviously for her, whether she is or isn't, she's not going to say anything about it because why would you? Why would you risk it? She had no comment on the situation. She's going to do it. She's a professional. She's going to play the game. And it'd be stupid for her to go, yep, absolutely, or no, this is BS. Just stay out of it. If I'm her, I just stay out of it, because if she's not, and they want to bring her in, they haven't talked to her about it, what is she? Why risk that? Leave it alone. So I think
it's a job, man. You don't want to screw it.
No,
if it is or if it isn't.
Look, she hasn't said anything to me one way or the other, but I believe that it's true. Because I also think that maybe she would be like, she would say, I would love to. I mean, hell, man, crap. I love to, but for her to stay silent. Stay silent, give comments like this. I love playing Bo Katan in the Clone Wars. Love being part of the Star Wars. No comment on the situation. Smart move. She's very, very smart. She's awesome, and I hope that it is true. I would venture and say that I think it makes sense now, especially with the addition of Boba Fett. It'd be interesting to see if they could do anything with those two. I'd love to see her and Gina Carano have some screen time together, because they're both kick-ass women. They've been kick-ass women in just kick-ass characters in general. You see what Katie did with Starbuck, and what Gina Carano has done with Cara Dune. So I'd like to see them scrap, first of all, or maybe like do some stuff together. So I don't know. Either way, cool rumor.
Yeah.
Crossing my fingers that it is indeed true. I think that because of what Filoni set up with the Clone Wars with Bo Katan in these last few episodes, he focused pretty heavily on her. And I think that even in Rebels, we saw a lot of arc from her. So a lot of character arc. So I think that it would make sense, and this would also make sense to bring Katie in to play it, because as much as I would have liked to see Ashley Eckstein do Ahsoka Tano, that maybe physically for what they wanted to do, she didn't fit the role. And that very well might be the case. I mean, if Filoni knows the character, but anything, maybe he considered it, maybe he pitched it. I don't know. I don't know what the scenario is. But Katie's different, because Katie's done this before. Katie's been in the live action. Katie is a renowned sci-fi character with Starbuck, and I think having her in another sci-fi fantasy series, it brings clout to it. It brings geek cred to it. And she knows the character. She's played the character in Clone Wars and Rebels. So why not, if it is true? I think it's awesome. I think people are pretty excited about it. So if she does wind up getting cast in it, and she does wind up playing the role, or has, if season 2 is wrapped, then I'd love to get her on and talk about it. If not, then she's going to go. I know occasionally, it's. I would have liked to have been, and everybody was talking about it. So either way,
Thanks
once we find out whether it's true or not, we'll try to get her on. Yeah. So I mean, it's just. I think that we.
The Hotel Nerd Network donated $20. Glad to hear that Brad Gilmore on the rundown knows of the rivalry between me and Larry Leese. Binged season 7 and have 5 matches to go and caught up.
That's awesome.
Been a quirky Merc fan from start of season 7.
Well,
Coy's pick overshadows Rox's.
Well,
both great additions.
All right, so let's talk about that. So do you know anything that happened yesterday?
I saw a few of the thumbnails.
How about this?
You showed me some sneak peek.
The video. I showed you the video of Jericho, but then we had we're still waiting on the Kevin Smith video, because that's supposed to happen. And even if it comes later on, it's fine. But man, 2 big signings. 3 big signings, actually, too. I just don't have the actual visual of Doug Benson. Doug Benson also. Sam Levine. Sam Levine threw a monkey wrench because Doug
was
was
that the one where you don't read the screen? Is that the one that came in and you wouldn't even let me know that one? Because there was one point where you popped.
No, it was. I think it was.
That was Smith.
I think it was Smith.
Yeah.
No, but so Doug Benson, what happened was with these 2. So Jericho, I got a video from Roxy, and she's told the story. This is all Rox, because we had sat down. I had to have conversations with Jericho, and Jericho has told me many times that he's wanted to play in the Schmoedown, and it wasn't just like one of these things where he's like, oh, yeah, I'll play, whatever. He like, when I had asked him one long time ago when he was coming in for publicity. I think it was Free for All. It might have been Free for All 2. And he was, it might even be Free for All 1, but he was doing publicity, and I had sent his publicist the free-for-all and what we were doing, and we were going to have him as an addition to be in the free-for-all. It was either free-for-all 1 or 2, and he was down, and then something happened where music, he's got a very popular band in Fozzy, you know, and I think he was performing, and it just didn't happen. And there'd been these mentions over and over again about Schmoedown. He had heard it, him and Booker T are very close. So again, I think it just kept circulating, and then Kevin Smith stuff. And so he came in and we interviewed him for Collider Live. And I didn't mention anything to him about Schmoedown. And at the end of the interview, he goes, "What am I going to do with Schmoedown, man?" So he's been wanting to play, right? Yeah. And he's like, "I'll play Kevin Smith." And so he kind of challenged Kevin Smith. And so I was like, okay, yeah, eventually we'll get him in there. So the Free for All was coming, the new one was coming out. So I reached out to him, I DM'd him, and I was like, let's get you in this one. And I never got a response, so I'm not going to push him. Yeah. I don't want to push him on it. So, you know, it'll happen. And Kevin Smith has also made it clear many times that he's wanted to perform in the Schmoedown. Frosty asked him about it on an interview, and he talked about it. He and I had talked, we ran into each other a couple of times. He said he wanted to do it, and then he was on a live stream not too long ago, and someone asked him about it, and he said he wanted to get in, and he wanted to do it.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, so he wanted to do it. So, again, same thing. These guys are really busy, and it's hard to lock them down. So, but with the addition of managers and personal relationships, it became a little easier, right? So Coy actually wrote me first, and Coy said, "I got Kevin on my team." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, Kevin wants to play on my team." Him and Kevin have become close. So I was like, "Look, man, if you can get it, as long as no one makes another offer to him, we'll just announce it on the special. I'd like to get a video from him to let people know that he's coming in." He's like, "All right, cool." So he was saying, "Yeah, I'll make a video, I'll do this stuff." And I guess he did a watch along with Jason Mewes last night, so he was kind of slammed. He did 2 of them. I think they were watching Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, which I love, by the way, and my wife loved it too. Anyway, so he's talking to Coy about it, and then I get a message from Sam, and Sam's like, "I have a message out to Kevin Smith. I'm trying to get him on the squad." So I was like, "Shit." So then I told Coy, I go, "Dude, I got to get that video because Sam's got an offer, and if I can't announce just because he told you he was going to do it, what if he changed his mind and wants to do it with Sam?" He's like, "All right, let me work on it." So he didn't get it by the time we did the preview special. But then all that was going down. Roxy has, and I want to read Roxy's text message because it was incredible the way that she sent it, and she's talked about it. She talked about it on the Rundown yesterday, which was a great special that Brad and Frank did. She talked about it on her live stream with Sabrina, but to kind of go over what she said, she had sent me. I have so many texts here from her, but she said that she was telling me about Jericho in general, right? And she said, "Shit, I have to read this to you because it's really good." This is how it. What was the first thing she said?
How much you freaking out now that you got these? You got a wrestler.
I think more so you're gonna get. I think more so you're gonna get Jericho playing in more matches than you will Kevin Smith.
Yeah,
I think Kevin Smith will probably play 1 match, maybe 2. I think Jericho's in it to play.
Yeah.
So this is
as a competitor too. Yeah. That's got to be like, oh God, I could play Chris Jericho.
This is the text exchange where it just came out of nowhere, right? She says, "Hey, I was texting with Jericho last week about Movie Trivia Schmoedown. I know he's not on the free agent list, but if I could get him to sign with me, would that be cool? Would you play him?" And I said, and she said, "I'm not positive. I'm floating that idea." And I wrote back, "Chris Jericho?" And I said, "Yeah." So anyway, it's again, Katie wrote me back. Katie has no comment on the situation whatsoever. So understood. So anyway, so this whole thing comes through, and I was just like, well, this is going to be really interesting. So Roxy has been talking to him, and we interviewed him on Collider Live, and they became friends. And she said it on, I guess, Rundown. They went back and forth on texting, and he quizzes her on movies and stuff. and so he really wants to play. And I mean, you talk about being able to cut a promo. So when she announced him, and he sent the video immediately.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, we can end with this regardless if we have the Kevin Smith video or not. We'll end with this. And then we had all the other great stuff. The special is up, by the way. Sabrina was very high. She was highly touted. Goes with the Finstock exchange. Yeah, you know that the Den had an offer out to her too.
Yeah, I know.
You're not surprised?
There's just something creepy when you hear that Finstock took her out to dinner.
Oh, right. But I don't know if that was accurate though. I don't know if that was accurate. I think that was more of a shtick. But yeah,
I know.
I know.
It's
but
like,
it is. There's something. Yeah, you picture him with his shirt off in the middle of a restaurant.
Yeah.
He's got glasses on his mask. Here's the deal. These guys, they're giving you all this nothing. What I got, everything. Merle, I got Roka. This guy yelling into the mirror questions that are never going to be asked, but he wants to be that good. And Bateman, he's like Neo. Me, I'm Morpheus. You're Trinity times 20.
The Yamagata 32 donated $20. What have I become now that I've betrayed everyone I've ever loved? I pushed them all away and I have been a slave to the Judas in my mind. Is there something left for me to save in the wreckage of my life? The movie trivia Schmoedown is Jericho.
Yep. He is indeed. Is that from a Fozzy song? I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, and by the way, we're taking the question, streamlabs.com/Schmoedown. But Jericho joining, it does bring a lot of the wrestling fans. It brings a lot of notice to it. People have been talking about it. It has been very interesting, to say the least, my good friend, to say the least. Then Kevin Smith, I get the text from Coy because, by the way, then the left field thing was Sam.
Yeah.
Sam says, "Look, I know I'm not getting a Kevin here. I haven't heard back from him. We're rescinding the offer." And then I'm also, the fact that Jericho's in here. He's like, I reached out to Doug. He's like, because him and Doug are really tight, and he wasn't sure if Doug wanted to play. And Doug said, "Yeah, I want to play." So then Doug Benson's in. So, and did you see Doug's video?
No, I didn't see it.
Doug's video is funny. He just opens up the thing, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Doug. I'm joining you, the usual suspects." Then he just closes the blinds. It's pretty funny. So Doug Benson is on the usual suspects. And again, I didn't have the graphic itself, but so we're going to be, and then the other thing is the Star Wars tournament. Where is that? There it is. Look at this. Live on Twitch. This is a tournament here. This is a freaking tournament. It's going to be live on Twitch on May 20th. And also, not to forget, and letting you guys know that that today, one day only, Backstage is going to be on Twitch also. So go over the Schmoedown. And here's what we got. You got Molly Damon, who was drafted by the usual suspects, versus Adam Witt of the Dungeon. That'll be a great match. Adam Witt 0-1, Molly Damon 0-1, both in Star Wars. Joseph Scrimshaw versus Dimolanta. This is, to me, the winner of this match, to me, I would say, is the favorite for the tournament. That's my personal opinion. I would say that Scrimshaw and Dimolanta, all of these people have a shot. Molly Damon has a shot to win it all. Laura Kelly has a shot to win it all. Ken, obviously, former champion, has a win. But I think these two guys, Scrimshaw and Dimolanta, I don't know. That's a chance. Scrimshaw and Dimolanta, those are the two guys. Then you got Laura Kelly versus Sean Sullivan. Sean, who's 1-0. Laura Kelly was a big superstar in the Star Wars division last year. She obviously, I think she's 1-2 at the moment, but that's a sneaky record. She's got the win over Dimolanta, which was massive. She took, Alex Damon, the champion, the only match at the Spectacular that didn't go to a knockout or TKO, and that was Laura Kelly last year. And she played very well, where she became the star in that Fatal 5-Way at Celebration. And then obviously Ken Knapsack, the former Star Wars champion, who's going to be playing the winner of Andres Cabrera and Josh Quevedo. Now, Quevedo is the wild card. We don't know a lot about him. I know he knows his Star Wars. I've known him for a bit. He's a good guy. I happen to like him. I think he's a nice guy. And then Ace, Ace knows Star Wars. Ace knows Star Wars. And I think because of his loss to Parker, I think we're going to be seeing a different type of Ace. I think we're going to see a well-tuned Ace. So that's the tournament. It's going to air on Twitch. For people who don't understand how Twitch works, it's like there will be a replay on Twitch, so you'll be able to watch it. But live on Wednesdays. Time has not been announced just yet. I am going to also show the Innergeekdom tournament in just a little bit. But before I do that, I wanted to let you guys also
The Hotel
know
Nerd Network
about Hotel
donated
Nerd Network.
$20. Knapsack versus Scrimshaw for final match would be great. You could promote his around Force Center somehow.
Absolutely can. I'm going to turn the Schmoebot off for just a second here, because I've told you guys before, if you're still using one of the big wireless providers this year, you got to ask yourself what it is that you're really paying for, right? Between expensive retail stores, you get the inflated prices, hidden fees, you are being taken advantage of because they know that you're going to pay it no matter what. Enter Mint Mobile. I told you about Mint Mobile. It provides the same premium network coverage you're used to, but at a fraction of a cost because everything's online. Mint Mobile saves on retail locations and overhead, then passes those savings directly to you. It's just the approach in general. You know, there's always these companies that do things before anybody else does, and they kind of see it. They see the future before the other companies do, and I was sold on it. I said, okay, let me try it out, and I've been happy because it makes it easy to cut your wireless down to just $15 a month. Every plan comes with unlimited nationwide talk and text. With Mint Mobile, you stop paying for unlimited data that you're never going to use. You choose between plans with 3, 8, or 12 gigabytes or 4G LTE data. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number with all your existing contacts. Ditch your old wireless bill and start saving with Mint Mobile. And to get it, your new wireless plan for just $15. $15 a month. You want to save money right now with all this? $15. Get the plan shipped to your door for free. You got to go to mintmobile.com/SEN live. Mintmobile.com/SEN live. You got to cut your wireless bill down to $15 a month, guys. Mintmobile.com/SEN live. Thank you. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, putting the Schmoebot back on there for everybody. So, what do you? There's so much more news to do. But while we're in the middle of this Schmoedown talk and everything too, I'll just no teases today. I'm just going to go right into this thing. The Innergeekdom tournament is coming up, and it's been exciting for people. You haven't even seen this yet. So there's going to be a full tournament starting. We're going to start shooting it in May, but it's going to air in June. And I think the first match is it'll be the play-in. There's going to be 2 play-in matches. Those are going to air. That's July, you idiot. June.
July.
I know, what a dummy I am. You dummy. June 4th. June 4th on Thursday is the first Innergeekdom match. It'll air to the public. It'll air to patrons a little early. But there's going to be this tournament is going to be stacked. And when you guys, I can't wait to see the reactions.
Bojack donated $20. Reported yesterday that Sabine Wren would also be appearing in The Mandalorian as well.
Yeah.
When you have a chance, can you discuss who you would cast for Sabine?
Well, the rumor is that it's going to be Sasha Banks. That's the rumor right now, that Sasha Banks would be playing Sabine. They'd be around the same age at that point. So I think that's probably my guess at the moment from what has been rumored. But it looks like it's going to be a Rebels reunion in general, which is
Lawrence
cool.
Lee donated $20. So amazing free agent pickups. But I miss working. Can theaters open already?
I don't know yet. We're going to read these Fauci quotes in a second. We'll see what we think. Okay, look. I'm going, again, I'm going to shut the Schmoebot off for a second here because I want to get into this tournament because then everybody wants to take a look and see. So, once again, the tournament is coming up. There's 2 play-in matches. First one will air on that Thursday, second one on the 4th, and then the full tournament for the remaining 16 spots will air. So here's what we got. Please comment on it as you're looking at the tournament, who you think got who. The managers haven't seen this. Nobody has seen this so far. Players haven't seen this. There you go. Look at that. Here's the tournament.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a big one. So we start with the play-ins. The first play-in is going to be Jim Vejvoda playing for the Rock Stars against Ben Goddard. Now, here's how this works, by the way. So you're wondering, like, why Ben Goddard is a play-in spot as opposed to Saul, who's never played a match before, right? Well, the managers had the opportunity to pick one player that's locked and one player subject to the play-in match. Kate had put Saul as the lock because she felt that Ben Goddard would be able to play himself out of the play-in game. So that's how that works. Same thing for, let's say, Greg Alba, who is going to be part of the Quirky Mercs representing, against the Warfather, who will be representing the Droogs. So those are the 2 play-ins. Now, Vejvoda or Ben Goddard will play Robert Parker in the first round should they win. Robert Parker has earned that spot of playing the play-in. On the other side is Mike Kalinowski, who will be playing Alba or the Warfather. Now let's go on the right side of the bracket here. Above the winner, if Mike Kalinowski would be to defeat either Greg Alba or Warfather. He would play the winner of Janine the Machine or Eric Zipper. Those two will be playing against each other. Atop there, Alex Damon, representing the Rockstars in his second Innergeekdom match, will be playing newcomer Jen Kemp in her first match. And then Brandon Hanna will be playing Saul. That's it. Brandon Hanna and Saul, the feud. The feud will continue between the Den and the Burning Droogs. On the other side, Jim Vejvoda and Ben Goddard play Robert Parker. On top there, Chance Ellison and Paul Oyama will go on it again. They will go head-to-head once again, except this time in the Innergeekdom. Ellison versus Oyama in the first round. Both Chance Ellison 0-1, Oyama making his Innergeekdom debut. Emily Rose Jacobson, who just lost to Alex Damon in Atlanta. She goes up against first-time Innergeekdom competitor, the Mad Hatter, John Humphrey. And then the Barbarian faces Adam Lavick. So that's the tournament. That's a stacked tournament, I think. That is a stacked tournament. Now, the only reason, so there was, the only faction that I think has, well, no, the Finstock Exchange has two people on the same side of the bracket, and so do the Usual Suspects. So that just came down again to rankings and opportunity. So that's the tournament, guys. So hope you enjoy it.
It's not a 1-day event. That's what I was gonna say.
No, it's probably take the course.
Is that WrestleMania?
The course around the 8 weeks. So that one's not on Twitch, by the way. So let everybody know that one's not on Twitch. Swag, I guess Swag has two people on that side too. Anyway, so that's all it panned out, man. It's going to be a good tournament. It's going to be an interesting tournament. I know a lot of people are going to be talking about it, and I'm sure. Like I told, it was funny last night. I sent Roka and Ben because they're doing backstage on Twitch, and of course Roka is like, "Why is Dimolanta get Scrimshaw in the first round?" I was like, "Dimolanta's 0-2. That's why." Because he's a good competitor, but your record's your record, and Scrimshaw deserves. Scrimshaw is a higher ranked competitor, and he's going to get somebody who's got a lower record, which is how it goes. So that's it, everyone. It does say that is not airing on Twitch. It does. Oh yeah, that's an error. That is an error. That's okay. That particular tournament is not airing on Twitch. Sorry. So that's we will get that. We'll get that fixed.
Wait, everybody look into the camera.
I know.
Right now.
I know. Sorry about that. So, but yes, we'll fix that graphic. I just realized that. So it's not on Twitch. It's not on Twitch. The Star Wars tournament is, but the other one is not. So I will get that fixed. Sorry about that. Anyway. Oh, sorry, Tim.
$20. Easy prediction for the Innergeekdom finals? Walentowski versus Parker. Then again, tournaments can surprise us like before.
Those would be the two favorites, hence why they're getting the play-in matches. But no, I don't know. It could go any way. I mean, there could be big upsets. Could be, look, maybe one of these new players that have never played before turns out to be. All I will tell you is this: don't sleep on the Barbarian. The Barbarian, to me, and I don't know if I've said this public, but I will. I already said, I think that even though I think that Robert Parker will still be Rookie of the Year this year.
Hotel Nerd donated $20. Congrats to Becky Lynch
cool.
on pregnancy announcement.
I didn't know that.
My advice to Jericho and Smith is to never go full Snyder. Speaking of Snyder, is there any fallout for his cussing tirade on backstage last week?
You asked me that already. No, I know you've got a personal vendetta against him right now. Hotel Nerd. You've been going after him for everywhere. No, he's been asked not to curse on the next appearance. I loved his appearance. So sorry if I know you're trying to get him. You're trying to take him down.
You want a video of him getting spanked?
Oh, Hotel Nerd wants to take Snyder out. He's been posting about him everywhere he can. No, he's not getting. There's no reprimand except don't curse anymore, Snyder. He's a heel. But what was it? Shit, I had something I was talking about. Oh, Barbarian.
Yes.
Don't sleep.
Doggen donated $20. Wow, what a week for the Schmoedown. Exciting things happening for sure. Question: will Chandru versus Smets happen before the tournament ends? Then the winner of that match plays the winner of the tourney?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Did I get it right?
No, I don't know yet, man. No, tell me the Fauci. What did Fauci say? Got his comments?
Oh no, I don't want to. We shouldn't get into this.
What?
He's just. I mean, he's saying like this reopening is a bad idea. That we're doing it too fast. There's a real risk that you will trigger an outbreak that you may not be able to control, which in fact paradoxically will set you back, not only leading to suffering and death that could be avoided, but could even set you back on the road of trying to get the economic recovery. He said we almost turn the clock back rather than go forward. That is a major concern. I mean, I think I think everybody's like interested in getting the
world back,
the economy back, but I think that we don't have, any sort of vaccination for this yet. You know, I'm scared. I'm freaked out. I don't know. Would you send your kid to school right now?
No, and we had this conversation last night that no, not right now. We're not going to wait. So Freddie Scher, by the way, says Katee Sackhoff is joining The Mandalorian Season 2. We don't know that. She has no comment on the situation. We have exclusively learned that Sackhoff will be playing a live-action version of Bo Katan. That is Katie's comment. Again, no comment. Nothing's official yet. Rumored, for sure. So we already talked about it, guys. In the beginning of the show, Dawn of the Dale says same thing. And remember, no one was just cast in anything. If she was in it, then she's
shot.
in it. It's already shot.
Yeah,
because the other part
I read that there's no delay on the opening. Still.
No, that was the whole. Yeah, that was the big story that we talked about today. Is the Mandalorian Season 2 is it's going on as planned. So they shot everything. So no one's getting cast in anything right now. It's either she was in it or she's not in it, or she's going to be in it in Season 3. And she, like I said, reached out. She has no comment on the situation except the fact she loved playing Bo Katan in Clone Wars and Rebels, and she loved her Star Wars journey.
That's her favorite part about SEN.
That's exactly
other
right.
than that, she had no comment.
No, not at all. That's it. So she was not cast in it. Okay. Shoot. Okay. So as far, your question, as far as would I send my kids to school right now, I wouldn't, and I think that it is risky. Beyond risky, and I think that's why all these protests and people don't like it's the same thing we were talking about at the beginning of this show. Everyone is sitting around losing their minds, yelling at each other and saying, when is this going to end? And we want to jump into it. If this guy, who is he's not a hack, he's not a quack, if you will, why ain't anyone listening to Dr. Fauci? I mean, I'll tell you what, I think the man looks like I put him in my suitcase, bring him all around somewhere else, but I got to listen to him. Tells me don't cough in my hands. I mean, what kind of dummy going to just cough in another person's face? Inconsiderate, I'll tell you that.
I want a little Fauci to carry around my
pocket. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking. I don't want to hear about no putting in pockets. I want to talk about, hey, don't send your kids to school.
You dumb
dicks. Come on. Schmoedown is on. What happened?
Goddard's sending us things that say about the Mandalorian finds its live action Bo Katan as Katee Sackhoff on CBR.
I know, but
all these people
that doesn't matter. What is he sending you to prove it? That doesn't prove shit. Tell me where Ben send me the article that says Lucasfilm confirms she's back. Not that it could be a very
Hotel Nerd
valid
donated
point.
$20. Fauci for president.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Just because outlets are reporting it doesn't make it fact. Like, it very well could be, but it's not confirmed. And if it was confirmed, Katie would say, yes, it's true. She says no comment.
Yeah.
So that means it's not confirmed. So it doesn't matter. Exactly. That Will McLean, everything is a rumor until the studio says something. Now, I don't know why Ben was sending that particular thing. Maybe
because he's a dumb dick.
I mean, come on. You're supposed to be checking facts. You ain't checking shit. But you're checking whether or not you got a cool fade on your haircut. I get it. You know Twitch. Are you going to Twitch when I hit you in the side of a neck with my big old wooden shoe that I got? $29.99. They were $200 shoes. You didn't know that, did you? You think you did. You just sitting around twitching about bullshit, playing your video games and talking about aquariums. I'm looking around. I like fishes. Of course you do, you dumb motherfucker. You whose base Sybil Jack was off of. I know it. They know it. Everybody knows it. You're a heel. You can get the back of my heel. Some bitch.
Well, that's just rude.
Oh, shut the fuck up again with you, with your green jacket. When's the last time you washed that motherfucker? You didn't do shit. You're walking around, smiling, laughing, coming in here all pissed off at your wife for Getting too close to your eggs. You're lucky she gets close to you at all. Run around here, look like you're a part clone of Rob Williams that went wrong. You stupid ass.
Hotel nerd donated $20. Ben Goddard A+, you fail.
A++, you fail. That's the shirt we got to make. A++, you fail.
Yeah. I watched this yesterday, by the way.
What's that? What'd you spit on it?
Oh, gee, I don't know. How is there so much laundry in our? Nobody's going out.
I know, it's laundry and dishes.
It's like, oh.
Professor Crow rolls in like a Florida thunderstorm in the summertime. Yeah. The Schmoebot is on.
Yeah, I'm freaked out. We tried a social distance thing. I think I said this the other day with my father-in-law, and it was just like don't get too close to the kids, you know.
Yeah.
He's like wanted me to look something up on an actor on his phone. He goes, "Give me your phone." I'm like, "Don't give me my goddamn phone."
Do you want to hear the funniest thing ever? And I have to show you the video.
Douglas Johnson donated $20. I finally figured out that this is the male version of Ruth from Ozark.
Yeah. Oh no, she's not male. She's female. She's female. Professor Crow is
what a rude assumption.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm smarter than you. I'm more of a man than you are anyway. I come running around here. I might have tits and vagina, but I'll tell you, you got more dick than you ballless fucker. You want to hear what Christian did? You want to hear what he did to his mother-in-law? This sweet old lady. She comes over in a face mask, all worried about what she's going to eat for Mother's Day. They stuck this poor woman all by herself at a little old table, just sitting around the backyard, all sad. They're waving to her, taking pictures like it's funny. Then they put a plate down. They said they didn't want to get too close. They put it like a dog. They put a plate down like a dog. The poor lady, shut the fuck up.
Hey guys, am I missing something? How is Boba Fett going to be in Mondo Season 2? Did they confirm that he survived the Sarlacc pit?
Well, I assume. I mean, that would probably be they would have to explain that.
Yeah.
In the next one, they'd have to explain of how he got out. I mean, yeah.
He just kind of he just cried. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure I would put my money on.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Boba Fett.
That's true.
And yes, he was a tiny character, but even casual, like I said it yesterday, even casual people like me know Boba Fett, love Boba Fett, love the costume, wanted to be Boba Fett. I'm gonna tell you about Boba Fett.
I'm gonna tell you Boba.
I love that Boba Fett.
Dumbass Ellis saying Boba Fett.
Hey, Boba Fett.
I mean, how would you break your eardrums every time someone said it? Man was 28 years old, still saying Boba Fett. Why you say that?
This is my Nebraska.
It's just a fact.
That's my Nebraska draw right there. Even if Boba Fett put a crawdad in my cooler.
Right. Pick it on up, put it on back. Make a decision, whatever you're going to do. So funny. Well, not just about that, okay?
All right.
Well.
I think he just crawled right out.
Yeah. Well, he probably used this jetpack. It would be great, by the way.
To see that scene.
Yes. Yes, it would.
That would be.
It would be awesome to see.
They're like, all right, well, that's taken care of.
How fucking cool would that be if you're Favreau or whoever's directing it is to direct us? You're basically the reverse shot of Return of the Jedi. Like you see the thing go away, it flies off, and then Luke and Han they get out of there, and then you see maybe you hear blasters or whatever, and then you see him shoot out of the Sarlacc pit. It would be awesome.
And
that would be
totally
a lot of great.
Not impossible.
No, you say, okay, that's how
Sarlacc's stomach looks like.
Right. You don't know how he got out. I mean, the stupid burp that happens in the. I hated that thing, but anyway, let's see him get out. I'm cool with it.
Maybe the burp was that he got indigestion from Boba Fett.
Oh, see, I disagree. Jay Scotty for real side, I'd prefer they leave it a mystery and just allude to it. Now show it. If you can have the right director show it, like how he gets out and you see him blast his way out of it and fly, because it'd be cool. Then you're going to see the YouTube videos of people like combining that scene with Return of the Jedi. It would be, I would be.
I don't know. You could put a poll up, but I think a majority of people would like to see Boba Fett back. I don't know. I think it's just one of these.
Seeing him back, there was another report coming out that he was going to like a standalone, like get his own show afterwards. Yeah. I don't need that. Blend
him in with this.
Yeah, I've never needed a standalone special for him. And by the way, speaking of Boba Fett, the director of the movie that was supposed to happen that never did, Josh Trank.
Hotel Nerd donated $20.
Thank you, Nerd.
Boba Fett suck bread. It's okay to admit it.
Oh.
Just like Phasma sucks. Best part of Jedi is Luke's phantom kick while rescuing Han.
Yeah, somebody, I can't remember who did that. The phantom kick. Did you ever see this? It's like it's when he jumps up. He it's basically, we'll call it a force kick.
Yeah,
because he basically kicks from like here, and the guy like jerks back. But somebody did. I can't remember which YouTube channel did it. They re-edited it. And you re-edited it to where they extended his leg a little bit, and it looks like he actually kicks him in the face. It was really good. So what else was I gonna? There was something. Trank, yeah. So Josh Trank, I had him. I brought back one-on-one. It's on the channel. Did you guys see has everybody seen the notification? Because I still don't know. I don't understand if the notifications are working or people just don't give a shit. Because it's like it was a really great interview. Had him on for over an hour, and he was super open. Talked to me about things that he said he's never talked about before, and got pretty deep. So yeah, I was shocked, how much, because he and I were able to talk and beforehand on the phone and stuff too, and he's he's gone through a lot of stuff, and we didn't harp too much on like what happened during Fantastic Four because he's talked about it so much, so I didn't want to like really. He mentions it a lot, and we talks about it a lot and talked about how it shaped and how he kind of brought him to this path, and he says he doesn't really regret a lot of the things happened because I said to him, I was like, from all the good stuff that's happening to you right now, that stuff really wouldn't have happened had you not gone through all that other stuff. Because he's got a great relationship now with Tom Hardy, and he's working on other stuff. I mean,
I want to see that Capone.
It's bonkers. It's bonkers. You have to, and this is the thing he talked about also. You cannot go into that movie thinking that it was that it is a movie about Capone in his prime. It's about the last year of his life, and you also have to understand, like, Tom Hardy is he's like a fucking walker from The Walking Dead, and you're like, at first you're like, what is this? And then when you start to realize he had when you read up on it, he had the mental capacity of like a 12-year-old. Yeah, and he was rotting inside at 48 years old. And he screaming at people he thinks that he sees, and there's like a moment in it. It's like The Shining. It's creepy as hell. Linda Cardellini is awesome. Matt Dillon's in it. Kyle MacLachlan. There's a lot of really great actors, and he talked about the filming of it and how it all went down and what it was like on set and the difference obviously between having the pressures of the big studio movie as opposed to something kind of personal to you. It's really good. Can I do a one-on-one with Tom Hardy? I'd love to.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding? I mean,
I'd do a one-on-one with him, if you know what I mean.
Look at you. We roll around.
A little Greco-Roman.
That's true.
Speaking of doing a little Greco-Roman with a freshly shaved man, Ben would like me to mention that Manscaped has signed on for us to the end of 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, so they are going to be sponsors till...
Look at that. Manscaped coming in hot. We are officially sponsored by Manscaped for the rest of the year.
Perfect fit.
Big news.
I don't think there's a better fit.
Big news. Look at this. So we just said, okay, look at that. Big news here. I love it. It's the same thing. So, all right. So I don't understand, Ben. Why'd you send me that CBR? Where's Ben? Ben, comment in the section. Is there something I'm missing? Why did you post that thing about? He just sent me the Katee Sackhoff comic book.
Yeah, that's
what is that?
Why is he sending that? I don't understand. I think everyone is treating the Katee news as fact because /Film got the exclusive, like how the Hollywood Reporter got the exclusive for the Temuera Morrison news.
Right.
Both reputable places, but as you said, Lucasfilm has not officially confirmed.
Well, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
If you're going to give... Boba Fett is not confirmed to be in this thing. Katee also not confirmed. Do I think both of them are true? Yes, I do. I think both of them are true. I think you're going to see Bo Katan. I think you'll see Katee. And I also think that you're going to see Boba Fett. Do I think that Lucasfilm wanted you to know that? No. That's why they're not confirming, and they're also not denying. So yeah, so that's why it can be going around to every other site and be like, okay, this is it's reputable. It is. If Hollywood Reporter site, I mean, /Film is like their money. They don't report on shit. If they leaked it, then they probably got it. But you have to look at it like, unless Dave Filoni comes out and says, look, Ahsoka Tano is still not confirmed in this thing. Everyone just kind of assumes it.
Yeah.
And somebody's leaking, and I bet you Filoni is pissed right now. I bet she's pissed. that all these leaks are happening.
Do
Or
you
maybe
wanna
not.
know-
I don't know.
I don't know. As I want to know from the hardcore people, like, do you want to know this stuff, or you don't? Do you want to be surprised? Because now it's like, you've told me all this stuff, and now it's like, well, then if it happens, it's like, oh, well, that's.
I'm okay. I'm okay with like casting news and character news.
Yeah.
Maybe like the Boba Fett one. Yeah, you could have waited on it.
I would have liked that one.
I
I
would have liked the surprise of that one. That one I don't necessarily think I knew. Same thing with Tamora Morrison. Him just kind of actually being there would have been cool. The reveal of it as opposed to being leaked. Sure. Casting news as far because I don't know what Bo Katan's doing, and because a lot of people, a lot of fans outside, if I didn't make you watch Clone Wars,
Yeah.
and you would have heard it would make you want to watch Mandalorian more if you knew Katee was in it.
Yes.
Because now fans who maybe never watched Mandalorian hear that she's in, maybe don't know who the fuck Bo Katan is, but they're going to watch it because Katee's in it. So I think it's smart, even if it's leaked, it's beneficial for them for this particular thing. Same thing with Sasha Banks, brings in the wrestling fans who maybe never watched Mandalorian before. Now they're going to watch it. They don't know if she is Sabine Wren. They don't know who that is. And then they not that not wrestling fans don't watch Rebels, but you know what I mean. So. They're not going to say anything. They're not going to. Lucasfilm isn't going to talk about it right now. They don't need to because Mandalorian was is the most popular Disney Plus thing that they have. People are going to watch it, but it starts to tie stuff back to Clone Wars and Rebels and all these things. It gets the hardcore fans very excited about it. And when you put Boba Fett's name out there, then maybe the other fans of the original trilogy and classic hardcore fans of in general that maybe didn't watch Mandalorian. I don't know. Maybe they Boba Fett's in it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if Sasha Banks is Sabine Wren. I'm just saying it's possible. Movie Masters 83 joining the chat very, very late and says Katee Sackhoff is in Mando season 2.
How many people are going to tell you, I told you, when if she does show up? Like,
I have been saying, I remember a conversation that we had not too long ago, and I said it makes total sense in the world for Katee to come back as Bo Katan, and somebody in the chat room was like, "Nah, it's not going to happen. She'd be too old, and or Bo Katan would be too old, and yeah, I'd rather see so and so play." I go, "No, it would make more sense if Katee did." And they're like, "No, they're arguing with me," and I've said it before that I think she should return, and she probably would, and the relationship is there, but it's not confirmed. Once again, if you ask me percentage, I'd tell you 98% that she's going to be in it. But it's not confirmed. If you tell me Boba Fett, 98%, that's not confirmed. So same thing. Ahsoka, same thing. I don't know what's going on with YouTube because Todd Roberts said I didn't get a notification for the one-on-one. I had to look for it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. It stinks. I got to be honest with you. So I'm really hoping this Twitch thing works out because YouTube it's like...
Well, it's because my barber has a podcast now, and
everybody has stuff, and it's like, had these things go up, and I think nobody's getting notifications for it.
Bojack's donated $20.
Thank you, Bo.
Great point, Christian. Sorta like having Chris Jericho and Kevin Smith in the Schmoedown. Maybe their fans hear about them being in this thing called the Schmoedown and decide to check it out.
I mean, that's the goal, right? That's the goal, is that you want to get them in there, and especially, and you got to make sure that you have a match first, because the match is the one that's going to get them. See, and Doug Benson has a very big audience.
Oh yeah.
And then when you have all these guys, because I actually think for me, and no one has really been talking about this, I think, because Kevin Smith, you never know what his schedule is going to be like, and if I could put him up against Jericho, great. But I think Jericho versus Doug Benson would be a great match. Benson versus Jericho in their first match, and then maybe the winner plays Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Which would be very interesting. And then you have him kind of playing, and imagine Jericho with a title shot. Can you imagine Chris Jericho versus Andrew Guy, or Kalinowski, or Roca?
I can imagine you if that.
I would love. I would any one of those.
Blue Chew.
I know. Oh, Blue Chew. I'm just hoping he's great. Because if he's great, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Can you imagine if he's like, what if Jericho goes in there and he's like, holy shit, he's as good as Dan Murrell.
Yeah.
and if he goes in there and he starts answering all these questions and he's crushing it, and you're like, oh my God, that is exciting. Do I think he's going to be? I think he'll be a good player. The guy's super busy.
Yeah.
So lead singer of a very successful
Fluffy
rock band.
McMuncher donated $20.
Oh, Fluffy McMuncher.
Hey guys, my firstborn is 5 months old. I'm wondering your opinion, what age and what order I should introduce him to Star Wars TV and movies.
Well, you got
Thanks
time.
for all that you do.
It depends on you, man. I showed my daughter the original trilogy first. I showed her 4, 5, and 6, and then she went back and she's watched them all over the place. She still hasn't seen Revenge of the Sith all the way through. We started watching it the other day, and she's seen 1 and 2. She's not seen Rogue One. But the way that I would do it, I would show you I would go Rogue One, 4, 5, and 6. I would go Rogue One, 4, 5, and 6.
Rogue One, really?
Yeah, because it leads right into 4. And it doesn't ruin any of the.
I'm just saying in terms of like for a smaller child.
Oh, I mean small. Yeah,
yeah. That's pretty. The end of that is a pretty.
It is, but I mean, if you want for
I think it depends on the kid.
Yeah.
Like my daughter still hasn't seen any. She's very sensitive.
She's sensitive, yeah.
My son is he's like, I've put him in sketches and things like that since he's been little. He gets the fantasy versus he knows it's pretend.
Cold-hearted killer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's just like this.
He's got no soul.
Yeah. He's Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator, just shoving that knife, and he's
poor. So I get a text. I knew that. I was wondering who the first manager would be to text me about the actual tournament itself, the Innergeekdom. And it is Shannon. She's like,
Hotel Nerd donated $20. Jericho versus Champion wins, then takes belt onto you, and they promote the hell out of Schmoedown on TV. This would be Christian's wet dream.
Oh shit! Yeah, if he's and you can't. And Cody Rhodes, who runs AEW, we've always been in contact too about because back in the day he wanted to come on Jedi Council and we were talking. He's a big Star Wars guy. So Jen Sturger yesterday had tweeted out that she was excited that Jericho joined the league and her worlds are colliding, obviously because she does a lot of interviews for AEW. And she had mentioned, now all we need to do is get Cody in the Star Wars division. He tweeted back, right? And I said, dude, DM me, man. I've DM'd him a few times. Like that's what I realized. You gotta let the people with the bigger connections have the conversations with them, because it's like so I think what we'll try to do is try to get him to commentate one of the matches, which will be a lot of fun. Yeah. Anyway, so that was really cool to have him. But Shannon wrote me about not a favorable bracket at all for Chance. Is this kid ever going to catch a break? Well, I will tell you this, Shannon. If you don't think Mike has a favorable side, consider you the champion. It's like you can't have both those guys on the same side. So one of them had to catch the rough break. If you want, I can move Chance into Mike's spot and then move Mike on that opposite bracket on the Parker side. But I don't think that would be fair to Mike, considering that he's a former champion. Chance is 0-1, and Paul's 0-0. So that's the battle of the fan leaguers, the fan league legends, if you will. You have Parker, Oyama, Parker, Oyama, and Chance all in the same bracket. So deal with it. Yeah. Deal with it. So who's this now? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we did. So also getting a text about Manscaped. They're on for that. That's really awesome. Cool. They're on for the rest of the year. It's pretty great. It's good news. Big news. Exciting news. Everybody's balls are going to be very happy.
Oh,
you got to use that code. Everybody's using that code. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna tweet out the bracket right now. Official, guys, do me a favor. If you're watching this right now, go on over to Twitter and retweet this for me too. Official. Let's see if we can get this trending. Because Schmoedown, Innergeekdom tournament. All right, so. You guys got Flirt and Flouse trending. See if you can get this one trending. I mean, these are the ones that I really want to get trending.
We need to talk about the Flirt.
You cutting the hair?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I get it.
Do you think he's coming back anytime soon, or should we?
It's live event, so soon probably not. But when he does come back, it's like
because I'd like to shave it all right now.
Yeah, do it.
And
I understand.
Okay. Jonathan Caro donated $20. Man, the Schmoedown has been awesome this past week with news and brackets. Question:
yes.
Who will be the under the radar player or players in both the IG and Star Wars tournaments?
What was that? So who will be the under the radar player or players in both IG? Well, let's look at the brackets again. Under the radar players in Innergeekdom.
Not on Twitch.
Vavida, it's not on Twitch, by the way. I know it says Twitch. It's not on Twitch. Vavida could be an under the radar player. Ben Goddard could be under the radar player. Ben Goddard has proven he's a very he studies. Either one of them is going to have a tough fight against Robert Parker. But I know Ben Goddard. Even though he'd be like, "Oh, great, I get Parker," then he starts saying to himself, Yeah, but if I beat him, can you imagine if Ben Goddard beats Vejvoda and then beats Parker in the first round?
I'd love it.
I mean, I'm sure everybody. He's on the den, yeah, but everybody. I mean, to see Parker go out in the first round, that would be the biggest story ever, and a big bust for the dungeon. So, and Ben Goddard would want to do that. Goddard would like to take out both Vejvoda, and because you know him, he's got that attitude where if he does it, if he winds up, because you have to beat some killers in this side. Because he'd have to play Parker, then he'd have to play the winner of Ellison and Oyama, right? Then he'd have to play the winner of between John, Emily, Lavick, and the Barbarian to get to probably, you would assume, Mike Kalinowski. But I would say that to me, Goddard and Vejvoda are the sleepers. Paul Oyama is a sleeper because you don't know. Ellison is a sleeper inside of that side of it. Adam Lavick could have a return here, and the Barbarian is just someone who the guy is just that was what I was talking about before. Barbarian. I think that this guy in 2 years is going to be in the Mount Rushmore conversation. I think he's going to be that good.
He's the first person that after my match came up to me and said, "Hey, great job. You should have he's like, you should have challenged the 2017 movie, right. That question." And I'm like, I didn't even.
Yeah, it was then that question was, you would have lost that challenge just because of it was the wording.
Yeah.
Like if you would have challenged the wording of it,
yeah.
And that's another thing because it was 2000s teen.
Yeah.
Not 2000.
But it was just like,
no, he's
dialed in.
He's already dialed in. He's only a rookie. Other side of the bracket, Alba and Warfather. I don't know about this. I think Kalinowski will probably beat one of those guys pretty sound, I would guess. Janine and Eric Zipper. I don't know what Janine's been doing on her studying. She's friends with Smets. But Zipper is on Smets' side. So Zipper could be someone to look out for sure, if he's Dungeon's training him. I said don't sleep on Jen Kemp. If Jen Kemp beats Alex Damon, she's been playing in the fan leagues for a long time. That's a big first round win for the usual suspects. And then Saul and Brandon Hanna, that's just going to be a bloodbath. And the other side with Star Wars, the sleeper I think has got to be Josh Quevedo because you don't know anything about him. If Quevedo can beat Ace and then beats Ken Knapsack in the first round, he's going to go from being who is this guy to look out for this guy. Because Josh Quevedo will most likely, if Josh Quevedo can beat Ken Knapsack, which I don't know if it can happen.
He can beat somebody who wrote a book about Star Wars.
wrote a book plus a former champion. He's the only former champion inside of this whole thing. If he beats him, then he would most likely, nothing against Sean Sullivan, you got to give the edge to Laura Kelly. If you saw Laura Kelly versus Quevedo and Quevedo can get himself to the finals, I don't see it happening. I don't know enough about Josh's knowledge overall. But if Josh Quevedo can get himself to the finals, then he's going to become a star, and the rock stars will look very, very smart for that trade. So that's my answer to those questions. But the Schmoebot is still on. We have sorry guys, I asked you to retweet this thing. I didn't even tweet it out yet. All right, I am tweeting out the official bracket for the Schmoedown Innergeekdom.
Fluffy McMuncher donated $20. I was thinking about starting with Clone Wars because the animation seems a little more kid-friendly.
Ooh, I don't know.
If I do that, still go to Rogue One or go Clone Wars into the prequels?
I think that Rebels is actually the one that and it takes place right before the original trilogy, is a little more kid-friendly than Clone Wars. Clone Wars gets a little darker as the seasons go on. But again, I don't know how old. I mean,
well, 5
months.
5 months.
What's going on anyway.
I don't think they'll know.
No, they don't.
No, I think I started 7 with like 7 years old, and I started with
months. 5 months.
And we went in the
regular order.
Yeah.
What did I do? Did I shut down the damn YouTubes? I shut down the YouTubes. That's stupid.
Not regular. Yeah. No, somebody would say, no, you do the old school ones first, and then but we went chronological.
You went chronological. Oh, you did. You did 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, because there was a big discussion
give away the
about
reveal.
That. Yeah, or no, did I do it the other way? God, I can't remember.
You don't remember.
I'll have to ask
That's
him.
Fine.
He'll remember.
I want to get back to some of this other stuff going down in the world. See, I don't think that people should be leading with this. They say Katee Sackhoff is Bo Katan and Mandalorian. You don't know that yet. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, you know who the comedian that my father-in-law wanted me to look up from Green Book?
Sebastian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, my buddy knows that guy. He does impressions of him all the time. He goes, that guy's funny.
Oh yeah. He was good. He was good in that. He was good in. He's in the Irishman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. Battlestar Galactica and the Flash alumnum Katee Sackhoff is joining the cast. / film reports that Sackhoff will be playing a live action version of Bo Katan. Yeah, no. See, that's the whole. Yeah, and they end it with Lucasfilm and Sackhoff's reps have reportedly declined to comment. Right. So then it's not. Then you shouldn't lead with, that she's back or that she is. It should say Katee Sackhoff could be Bo Katan in Mandalorian. So it's that always bothers me when you got to get that confirmation.
Bite you in the ass too.
What?
It'll bite you in the ass too.
It will. But if they're that confident, like I said, this and everything else is. I would tell you, it's probably going to happen. But you just got to be careful with how you do it. Chris Pratt, Indiana Jones, and Lego videos. What's that? Harrison Ford is set to return as Indiana Jones for the still untitled 5th movie in the franchise. Oh, look at that. That's great. There's this is obviously a Photoshop, like a deep fake. That looks really good. So on over on Dark Horizons, there's this picture. Let me see if I'm going to put it in. I got to show you guys this because it's really good. Where the hell did it go? There's this picture, and just give me a black screen here for a second, but.
Now they can hear us.
No, not yet.
Oh.
Now they can. Sorry. I'm saying this looked pretty good right here. I'm sure. Let me look at the sounds off.
And Harrison's on board because I remember the interview where he said like, "I'm Indiana Jones."
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
and he's going to be for a while. So anyway, so then going to this is the quotes. Where the hell did the quotes go? I don't know where they went. Harrison Ford is set to return. After that, a reboot of the series seems inevitable. And for years, fan casting has Guardians of the Galaxy Chris Pratt as a favorite to take over the role of the famed archaeologist and adventurer. Now, there's a deepfake video who's offering fans a glimpse of what a Chris Pratt as indie feature might look like from the original trilogy. Has Pratt's face superimposed Harrison Ford's body. Let's see if there's I don't want to play all the audio because of that. That's who's doing this deepfake though. It's pretty good. It's really good. So
I don't like the deep.
I know it scares you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to get the audio taken. But Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, that's a really good deepfake.
Yeah.
Though. Holy crap, dude, that's really good. Who did this one? I always laughed at this scene. Like there's one. Damn. So check out if you guys go to if you want to. Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, who did this deepfake? This is one of the best deepfakes I've seen. Holy shit.
That's great.
This is a really good deepfake. If you go, you can definitely see.
Oh.
Yeah, that one was okay. Who did this? Is this the same guy? I'm going over the channel right now and see who it is. This is Shamook. Shamook did this one. It's SHAMOOK. Shamook. This is great. This is really, really good. I'm impressed with this deepfake. Anyway, so I'd like to see him.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good way to do it. I know some people don't think that it should happen, but I think it could work if you did a prequel series with him. This is the other one we put in the description. Oh, what an idiot I am. I'm a fucking idiot. I am an idiot.
Well, because I saw what you said in the email.
Why didn't you respond?
I didn't know. I didn't get it because I didn't. No, I didn't see the.
I'm an idiot. In the description of this video, I say Aronofsky is doing an animated Popeye, and one of the editors on the team, Michael Aronson, was like, "Really? No, not really. Fucking dummy, I am." What'd you say? You said you think You think Darren Aronofsky, the guy who had two women would go back and forth, whatever the fuck they were doing in Requiem for, he gonna do Popeye? Or why don't you take your spinach and go jump off a cliff with that dumb take, you stupid motherfucker? Aronofsky. I'm gonna get rid of that.
The whole thing didn't make sense.
You know what, though?
Aronofsky.
No, you know what, though? Thank God for our smart editor, because he made the thumbnail and actually put Tartakovsky on it and not Aronofsky.
Unlike me, he looked up.
He looked it up and dummy. So anyway, Samurai Jack creator, and this makes a lot more sense.
Oh, okay.
And Hotel Transylvania trilogy director Gennady Tartakovsky, who also did the Clone Wars, spent several years working on an ultimately abandoned Popeye movie at Sony Pictures Animation, a project that collapsed in 2015 after he and SPA had creative differences. At the time, Tartakovsky said to Animation Magazine they wanted to do Popeye for the brand recognition. I loved the character and I grew up with it, so there was a tug of war. They wanted it really updated, and I can only update it a little before it isn't Popeye anymore. Now, a new report from the same outlet indicates that Tartakovsky is once again developing the project about the spinach-loving sailor, this time teaming with King Features, who holds the cinematic rights. As a result, he might go back to the drawing board on the film version. After he left the Sony project, Ratchet & Clark writer T.J. Fixman had a go at the script, but it didn't coalesce. It's not clear if Sony Animation is still involved or if any of Fixman's script has survived. Well, that makes a lot more sense than what the hell I would thought it was.
Oh, canned spinach.
Yeah.
We all tried to eat it after seeing Popeye.
I know. And there's a reason why he hated it. Remember, he hated it in the movie.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. And then he started doing it. And it was like a superpower. CW acquires the Swamp Thing story. There you go. Anything else going on in the world?
There's a thing about Quibis.
Oh yeah, Quibi. Where is Quibi? Apparently Quibi didn't do too well with what they thought it was going to do. Quibi founders talk about their disappointing start.
Yeah. Well, I mean that happened right
right during all this. Quibi CEO Meg Whitman has conceded that the launch of the mobile-first streaming service has come in slightly below expectations. That means very much below expectations, due in part to the coronavirus pandemic. Speaking with Deadline, Whitman says the service's initial performance has been solid, but they're optimistic as a gradual emergence from lockdown has made the company optimistic. We were designed for a different use case, no question about it, but we were pretty pleased about where we are. The comments follow a differently toned New York Times interview earlier today with co-founder Jeffrey Katzenberg, who has put the blame of the disappointing launch entirely on COVID-19. Well, it certainly didn't help.
No.
Katzenberg told the paper, I attribute everything that has gone wrong to the coronavirus. Everything. But we own it. It is the avalanche of people that we wanted and we were going out for a launch. Wait, is it the avalanche of people that we wanted and we're going out of for launch? The answer is no. It's not up to what we wanted. It's not close to what we wanted. The service says they have 3.5 million downloads and just 1.3 million active users since April 6th. Within 1 week of launch, it fell out of the list of the 50 most downloaded free iPhone apps in the United States and now sits at 125 between the game Knock 'em All, and that's despite a lengthy free 90-day trial offer.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I could see where, like, you're not being able to make content and people aren't liking it, but, like, you're blaming it not being a huge success as soon as it came out around, you know, when everybody's watching a lot of content for home. I don't know. I think that's a bit, you know.
Remember, though, everybody's views and everybody's have gone down.
Yeah.
And everything's gone down. Like, because there's too much. You have so much time to watch so many things. And people are like, well.
Fluffy McMuncher donated $20. Last donation, I swear. My 5-month-old's name is Luca for Luke and Leah, and he just told me Katie is in Mandalorian. So now it's officially official.
Now it is official.
Now,
right.
okay,
Absolutely.
now 100% correct.
Absolutely. No, so like this is what people don't understand is everyone's like, oh, I had conversations.
Pat Van Wayne donated $20. Hey, I got something that can tickle your fart box. Rumors have that Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield post to have Expedition 5 have seen that work. Our video Mike put out crazy how he look now more healthy.
Nah, you can't have
we
a
talked
Evander
about
Holyfield.
that the other day, right?
We talked about him, how fast he looked.
Yeah.
And he did. Like, you can't have those two guys fight now. Is that what you're talking? An exhibition fight? Mike's Hart isn't into boxing anymore, and Evander isn't. He shouldn't be anywhere near a boxing ring at this point.
Do that
Don't
to these guys.
don't do that for what? I mean, if you like put headgear on him and stuff,
Yeah.
maybe. But Tyson obviously still punches like a freight train, and you never ever. I mean, I think Holyfield is just too damn slow at this point because it was his speed and the way that he would be able to kind of pack his punches in. But he was one of my favorite fighters of all time. Holyfield. He was the pure definition of what a champion was. And I remember him having a conversation about like he wasn't one of those guys that just said, "All right, who am I fighting next for money?"
Yeah.
He would want to fight for money, but he said, "Who are the top ranked guys? I want to beat the best. If you're number 1 or number 2, number 3, I'm going to fight you." As opposed to other guys like, well, no, I'm not going to fight the number 1 guy. There's not enough money in there. It's like Mayweather. Like, I think Mayweather was a very talented boxer, one of the best boxers you've ever seen, but I couldn't stand him. And not just because of his personality. I hated the way, like, he didn't fight Pacquiao until it was way too late, and he knew when he could beat him. He fought him at such a late time because of the money thing and making him take the test is bullshit. He wasn't the type of champion that Holyfield was. And Holyfield fighting Tyson now, oh God, that would be a disaster. I hope that doesn't happen. That's like Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz fighting. That was
could end badly. That could just be like a.
It was bad. The Chuck Liddell and Ortiz 3 was a disgrace. It was a disgrace to. I mean, even having like Dana White when he was talking about that. Dana White was like totally went after De La Hoya as he should have. Yeah. God, that was such a. I hated watching that stupid fight. Okay, I gotta get to your questions. Streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown. We're gonna get to your questions today.
Oh, we're still doing those?
You're still doing it? So this. Well, I do want to. I'll read. You know what? I don't mind you guys doing this. If you want, go on over to my Twitter, and I'm gonna retweet JJ Windward's because he was the first one that I saw. JJ Windward said, "Put your predictions on the official bracket of the Schmoedown Innergeekdom tournament." He says Barbarian will defeat Emily Rose, but how? Oh, we're doing. Well, where's round 1? Oh wait, no, he got it wrong. I gotta get that. He got it wrong because he's not playing. He's not playing that person. Damon defeats. You know what? Never mind. I'm not looking at this right. I'm going to go back over to, there's 30 retweets already. Thank you, guys. 31 retweets of the tournament. Keep them coming. Thank you. They're really, really helpful. But put your predictions in there. Anything else that we should talk about on news? Trying to think. Go back to the Quibi thing. We didn't finish the Quibi story there, Brett. So what I was talking about before is like I said, if you're watching all these things on the air, things on if you're home, and you wake up in the morning, let's say you listen to this show, and then you tune in to somebody else, think, I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to do something else, and okay, now I come back in, and I have all these other things. What do I watch? Do I watch her stream? Do I watch his stream? Uh-oh. Ah! That was a good one. And I sneezed in my hands.
Perfect.
Now I need sanitizer?
Yeah.
Throw it over. Look at that. See? I haven't done that on the air yet.
I don't know where it is.
Put it over there. I don't want to touch your fucking hands.
Oh, no, I'll squirt it into your hand.
Oh, all right. See? Look at this, guys. This is what we call... See, this is how you do it. You sneeze. You sneeze in your fucking hands.
Wipe them down.
Wipe them down.
No, that's me with the kids.
What the fuck are you doing? You're on the air. You're talking about what you think and people shouldn't be going back to school, this, what, that, nut, and you're sneezing in your hands? On the air, sneezing? And by God, what kind of sneeze is that? You sound like a bear just got shot in the ass. Man, didn't your mama teach you how to sneeze? I know she's watching right now. What'd you do with your son? You should have told that boy. You say, wait a minute, and I know you don't like when he makes fun of them Florida people. Well, you're right. You raised a dummy. I mean, look what he's doing. You think he could have been a doctor? Ha, laughs on you, lady. He's out there making fun of Southern people screaming into a microphone, sneezing into his own damn hands. You dumb dick. Oh, Crow.
Oh, good old Crow.
Yeah. We want Crow shirts. Me too. Why is John Campea still in the air? How long is he on the air for?
What's he trying to do?
What's he doing? Is he doing 5-hour streams? Anyway, let's go. I'm going to go back on over to Streamlabs.com. I could actually get through these today because there's a lot of them. Streamlabs.com/the Schmoedown. The Schmoebot is on. You want to interrupt the show? Please do so. Love to hear you. So whatever you got. I'm excited to hear it. We start with Bobcat Goldthwait's birthday.
Here we go.
Today is not Bobcat's birthday. Christ is life. Puts in $1. All right. Keelix, part 1 of 2. Has the controversy from last Friday's Schmoedown match been brought up to you? Stacy wanted a repeat in round 1. And after a challenge, she did get it with another question, but a repeat was not taken away. She kept all 3. Because of that, she got to use a repeat for her 5-point question, which she shouldn't have had, in round 3 and won the match because she had that extra repeat. I think the match should be redone and the win and loss taken away. Well, we're not taking away a win and a loss from somebody. That's silly. If the judges, because the same, she didn't cheat. The same point is if who knows if she knew, if she asked how many I had left and they told her she had 1 left and she used it. And if it was a judge error, and I don't know, I have to go back and watch it. I wasn't on the table, but if it was a judge error, then it's on the judges. It's not on her, and she shouldn't be penalized for that. So I don't know. I don't know the whole. I gotta go back and look at it. I haven't really heard much about it. Tim Sim, thank you for the Schmobot. Davishka Productions, week 8 Amazon purchase of a married couple boxing gloves. Yeah, I know. Seriously, the Hotel Nerd put in a Schmobot. Matt Chapman, can you weigh in on the latest MTS controversy? In regards to Stacey Howard getting an extra JTE. Oh, here we go. There's another one. Here's the second time I'm hearing about this. There are some truly ridiculous suggestions that Mark Ellis cheated to help Roxy. Come on. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Even though he wasn't asking the question. I don't know. What I do know, and I don't think, I don't think that it's anything that, it was an error. It was Mark and Brienne on the table. What they should always do, and is what I always do, when I'm at the table is I always list on my computer when a JTE is used. I mark it down so I don't miss it. You have to do that because otherwise that can happen. But I don't know. I don't know what the case was. I have no idea. I have to go back and look at that. But that rarely happens. I don't ever remember that happening. The people getting an extra JTE rule. So, Lord of the Rings. A question that was brought up on Call to Action last night. What's the rule for Kevin Smith requesting the Kevin Smith category?
Pac-Man Wayne donated $20.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if this was asked before. Who an actor/actress or dictator that you want to be a list actor? 2 people I pick is Ben Foster and Brett.
Oh, thank you.
That you want to be
A-list?
Or
Dictator?
actress or director that you want? I don't.
Not a dictator, I don't think.
Hey, I don't know if this is asked that you want an actor or director to be. I don't know. Did you get that?
I get. Maybe we'll have to read it again.
I have to read it
I just
again.
heard somebody say actor and Brett, and that's all I care about.
That's all you care about. Yeah, I have to look at it. As far as Kevin Smith requesting his category, I mean, it's a category.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, because if I'm him, do you take that though? Because what if you miss?
Yeah, that's the.
Yeah, who wouldn't? I guarantee that if I put it out there, if I said like, should Kevin Smith be able to take Kevin Smith movies? Who wouldn't want to see him try to answer questions about it?
Who wouldn't want to see him not?
All right, because what's going to happen if he you can't it's a lose though.
Yeah.
Because if he gets them all right, it's like, of course he got them all right. How good is he really? He's got to answer a question about his stuff. Or if he misses, I can't believe he missed it.
Yeah.
So yes, it'll definitely be on. Matt Chapman. There are some who think that Mark should be suspended as a punishment. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard. I find it all rather ridiculous, but I can tell that some of these fans are just very passionate about the sport. You aren't going to punish Mark? No.
Mark should be punished for the workout he put myself and Kate through Friday.
Oh, on Dorina's thing?
Jesus. Oh.
What? Oh, he put you guys on that
stream? On our show. On our that was our event.
On Friday.
Mark had us do a workout during the Brett and Kate development show.
Killed you guys?
Oh, God.
Yeah. And that's on. So by
and I committed to it. I went full bore and
that's on Patreon. It's on patreon.com. And I know, by the way, some people and I saw a comment yesterday. So one of the things you guys have to realize too with the new transition over with Skybound is that we have a new guy, Jack Sullivan, who's awesome. He's really good. He's running both patrons right now because Emma's been kind of stepping back and helping kind of conserve people, advise Jack and help him out because she's trying to, she's focusing on her hosting
Wayne
career.
Donated $20. A list like the mainstream, like the person is good in everything they do but haven't made to the casual movie fan.
Oh, is that in response to?
Yeah, so I have to go back and read both of those. I'm still not getting it all the way through Pac-Man. I'm sorry. But Emma has kind of stepped back as far as running at full steam, and she's been advising, and Jack has taken over both patrons. So I saw yesterday someone said, like, because when somebody new wants to get their credits, name in their credits, they haven't been added right away. I'm working on it. I'm talking with Jack to make sure that that's updated faster. And the poster is going to be sent out. We're going to have updates on that also to let people know kind of what's going on. So we're we're in tune with it. We know what's going down. So we're just to let you know if you're out there wondering as far as how that goes. Okay, so let's go to the next. Matt Chapman, thank you. The Yamagata 32 put in a Schmoebot. Buford T. Shitstain, there you go. Is it true that Kaiser got Doug Bradley, a.k.a. Hellraiser? No. Also, are Mark Bernardin and Jamie Muse going to compete? No. Mark Bernardin was a very sought-after competitor, and as I predicted, the man is just too damn busy. He wrote to me, and he again, I've told you guys this about Mark, and it holds true even with his response. He's just a class A dude, man. He's just a class A human being. He's just a good guy. He's an honest guy, and he was like, "Look, man, I want to do it. I can't commit the time to it, and he knows how much studying kind of goes into it now, and he wants to."
Hotel Nerd donated $20. Just to get it out there for any faction leader, yes, even you Finstock, to be on this week's Hotel Nerd podcast if they are not busy. Brett, the invite is still open to you and rest of SEN to be on as well. Hit me up, let's get it scheduled. At hotel_nerd86 on.
Uh-oh, you can get a lot of emails.
I gotta tell you, I'm exhausted.
You had a podcast?
Yeah, well, I did Wangers last night.
Oh, yeah.
I did Darina's dance thing and stuff. I did Chill to Action. It's just like, I think I can handle this stuff. But last night I passed out at 9:30.
Oh, yesterday for me was a tough one.
Yeah, I just was like, I did the Wangers and I finished, and I was just like sitting on the couch. We tried to watch Killing Eve, and I was just like,
no. Let me tell you, yesterday I woke up yesterday, prepped for all this stuff, did our show, then jumped right into the free agent special. Had to jump on a conference call that went for a while, then prepped for a little bit, did my interview with Josh Trank, and then I had to prep for all the tournaments, the free agent stuff. Yesterday it was like it just didn't stop, and then it doesn't stop. 5 o'clock, you go in, dinner, deal with the kids, help put to sleep, do the bedtime, and it's like, holy shit, by the time it's like 7 o'clock, you feel like you went through like World War III.
And this is starting to get. I'm realizing how great it is to have other people in the room, because at the beginning it's like, this is fun. It's just Crispy and I being crazy, and it's like everything relies. You're of course do more than me, but I'm still have to be like, okay, I got to be on. I got to kind of get more. Got to watch these things. I got to get it. So it's like
I need somebody to talk to.
Yeah, right. It's like without the others to chime in. Like when I do the one from home with the Roca and Ben, the Crazy Monday crew or whatever.
You can sit back.
Yeah,
and
I can sit back and throw some snipers in. But like here, it's like I got to be like,
it's not just SEN. It's me and you.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at these empty chairs. I'm like, my wife is like you when it comes to like the same thing, like no, doesn't want anybody around, doesn't want to deal with anything to it, and like even the mention of eventually we're gonna have everybody back here. She's like, when?
Yeah,
it's like not anytime soon. Anyway, code. We had but speaking of Bernardin, just couldn't do it. Talked to Roxy about it. Roxy had a great statement where she said, you got to go, you can't half-ass it. You got to go full ass is what he said.
Oh, nice.
And it's true. You got to go full ass. And then he just couldn't do it. So Cody Allen, stoked to hear about Kevin Smith, Jericho, and Benson Schmoedown really growing. I bet you're stoked too. Doug Loves Movies actually inadvertently brought me to you guys because I first heard of Clark and Ellis on Doug Loves Movies.
Nice.
Well, that's awesome. That's how I met Sam. I met Sam where we were on Adam Carolla's show for a while. Ellis and I were regulars on that show. And one day we went in, and it was me, Ellis, Eliza Schlesinger, and who's a friend of ours, and Doug Benson was hosting. Doug Benson was hosting because Adam was out. So we had just had a fun show, the four of us, and Doug was like, you guys should come on my show. And so we went on his show, and lo and behold, on his show was one Sam Levine. And Sam and I got along really well, and then we started kind of hang out. We'd lunch a couple of times, and then Sam started coming on the Schmoes No Show, and that obviously transitioned into Schmoedown.
And here we go.
And that's how babies are made.
It's you know what? You're not too far off. At least marriages. I better get a damn wedding invite. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Bojack's put in a Schmoebot. Lawrence Lease put in a Schmoebot. Darth Obi-Wan. Jericho and Smith are awesome draws, but let's talk about activated players. The Smasher is on a tear, and the player to watch this season. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if he won the singles belt. He won't lose IG this year. #Dungeon. He is one of the more dedicated players you'll ever find, and he loves this thing, and I love him for it. I love Kevin Smets, and I'm happy to see the rise of the Smasher. And I want to see the guy be able to compete. You know, he keeps getting. I love him so much that we were talking the other day. He's like, I said, at this rate, you're going to be the longest reigning Innergeekdom champion of all time. He's like, I just don't want the fans to think like that I'm not a fighting champion. I go, dude, they know you're a fighting champion, and they know the fact that you had nothing to do with what's going on. Like he was supposed to play in January against Mara in New York, and that couldn't happen. It just didn't happen because Mara wasn't able to do it. And then he was supposed to play again at a throwdown, and then that got taken away from him. And then he was going to play in Houston, and then COVID hits. The guy, every time he's about to compete, something happens. So hopefully, next time that's not the case. Helix, will we ever see a Star Trek tournament one day? Some of the best players in the Schmoedown are massive Star Trek fans, and I'm sure would compete. I think it would be very exciting and a lot of fun for fans of Star Trek. I think maybe for an exhibition match, perhaps, definitely. Tim Sim, who says, he talked about the Kalinowski Parker potential match in the finals. Yeah. Saint Pussy Lips the Media. Okay. I wonder what Mrs. Crow thinks of Tom Dagnino and Davy Jones's vagina. You never know with her. You just never know. Hotel Nerd put in a Schmoebot. Dagan put in a Schmoebot. 50 Shades of Geek. Here's my final four for the Innergeekdom. Parker, Kalinowski, Damon, and the Barbarian. Those are good ones. The finals will be Kalinowski versus the Barbarian.
Arcadio donated $20. The issue with Quibi is that it's short content designed for people on the go.
Yeah.
Since no one's in the go right now, it makes sense why it hasn't taken off, even though I wouldn't blame its shortcomings on COVID entirely.
It's true. I also think they put a little bit too much stock into big star materials. I think that, it's like it's hard to build platforms, man. It doesn't matter who you are and how much money you have. And a lot of times what people don't understand, it's about the dedicated audience first.
Yeah.
You gotta lock down the dedicated audience, not just the flashy toys. So that's what.
How long are Quibis?
They're short. I don't know.
Is it more than a minute, or is it like that? Is it that same? What was the one that the kids used to do with the minute videos?
The Vine.
Yeah, Vine.
Yeah, is it
a Vine?
No,
thing?
I think it's more than that. You guys tell me. I don't really know.
I don't think we need to be. I don't think we need to be making shorter content.
I don't know. Yeah, 50 Shades of Geek. Who says that Barbarian and Kalinowski in the finals? That's interesting. I don't know. You definitely mean the minority on that one, but I don't think you're crazy for saying it. Can you imagine the Barbarian takes out Parker? If Barbarian takes out Parker in the semifinals, oof. No one's going to take out Parker. That kid is just... I don't know, man. I don't know. ZCM Zombie Custom Maps. I personally think it would be a great bit for Snyder to appear on Backstage and run down for 5 minutes to give some explosive shit takes. He's coming back to Backstage. There's no doubt about it. He's not even able to curse, but he's coming back. Hotel Nerd put in 2 Schmoebots. Douglas Johnson, Tiffany Smith's dad, Schlong, all put in Schmoebots. And Keelix, have you seen the Plandemic video on Bishoot.com? Might be total conspiracy nonsense, but fascinating to watch, and I think some of it's true. It really puts Fauci in a bad light.
Ooh.
No, I haven't seen that.
I knew somebody.
Somebody was going to do that, right? No, I didn't see that. Is it
I mean, I'm honest, not to get political, but I'd like somebody to explain to me, and maybe this is what the explanation is that how does the government benefit from destroying the economy? How does Trump benefit from that? How does this planning, and it's global, but people are trying to make it like it's a U.S. thing. It's a global pandemic. What's the benefit? Tell me that.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that.
Not you.
No, I know, but I was thinking about an answer to it.
Don't add me.
I'm not adding.
All right, go ahead and add me. I don't look at them anymore.
You don't look at it anyway. Hotel Nerd, Schmoebot, 50 Shades of Geek. Christian, I can't wait to watch your one-on-one with Josh Trank, but I got to ask, that's the announcement. Well done. Bojax put in a Schmoebot. Tiffany's dad, Schlong. Hey, Christian, does the Jabba the Hutt band scene edition of Return of the Jedi still ruin the movie for you? I love when you ranted about how horrible that scene is. It's atrocious. It's the stupidest scene. It is the stupid. I
don't know what you're talking about.
They added this stupid song for some stupid reason. Sliced Snoodles, whatever. And it's like. It's the worst. It is the worst. It's so dumb. And it's the same scene where Boba Fett's like going over and touches like somebody's cheek, and it's awful. Or chin, whatever. It's so dumb.
Cheek chin. It's kind of catchy.
Yeah, the other song was so much better. It's not catchy. It's shit. Jedi Rocks is what it's called. It's shit.
Jedi Rock.
It's so shitty. Ugh.
Is that the name of that little fella that hangs on his...
No, I like him.
What's Sly Snoodles?
Sly Snoodles is the other stupid singer. It's dumb.
This one?
Yub Nub is missed. It is bad. It's awful, K-Wolf. It's so bad. I want to play it. It's so shitty. It's so bad. I want to play it, but I'm afraid to get copyrighted. No, that's not Salacious. No, that does sound like Salacious Crumb, but that's not. That's and then so one guy. It's like a freaking Muppet show. I hate it. Sean Sullivan, I like Jedi Rocks. You were probably also 6 when it came out. It's another reason why. It does sound like Hartman. You know, it's not Salacious. Salacious B. Crumb is the little guy on his. That's the one you're talking about.
Okay,
that's not the one.
Oh. That's not. That's why I'm not in the Star Wars tournament. Tournament.
I hate that dumb song.
He didn't get my question, but
no, he did. I did. That was it.
For 15 minutes. I don't know.
No, Better Call Maul. Bill and Ted is still set for August 21st. No trailer. Do you think it'll still get a theatrical release on that date? I hope it comes to VOD. Put it to VOD. That's what I need. I'm so excited for that movie, and I'm not going to the theater to watch it. Bojax, Fluffy McMuncher, and Hotel Nerd all put in Schmoebots. Thank you. George Fikis. Have you seen Katie's series Another Life on Netflix? Just curious what to expect. Going to start it after work. I watched the first episode and I enjoyed it. I didn't watch the whole series, though. I did not. Did not watch it. I tried. Jonathan Caro also put in a Schmoebot. Thank you. Johnny Ip. Now with Jericho involved, maybe a Schmoedown title match and an AEW ring? I mean, I would love that. Are you kidding me? I'd love it. I mean, you know what I'd like to do is maybe just go to Atlanta and do something there with them. I talked to Jen about that. Fluffy McMuncher put in a Schmoebot. 50 Shades of Geek. I don't understand why everyone wants to play Chris Jericho. He either crushes you when he wins or he crushes you when you win. It's true. A lose-lose situation no matter the outcome. It's true. Now, everybody wants to play him for the recognition. I get it. Fluffy McMuncher and Pac-Man Dwayne put in Schmoebots. Michael Rhett Dingus. Will the Star Wars tourney ever be uploaded to YouTube or will it stay on Twitch? Probably just stay on Twitch. Just either way, I can't wait. I've been studying Star Wars at least 3 hours a night it's been for I can't read that. Can't wait for coaching sessions this month too. Well, I'm looking forward to you having those coaching sessions. Those are available if you're studying for fan leagues or if you're studying in general and you wanted to work with the Schmoedown Pro, you can do it. There's a new tier that there's coaching sessions and Kevin Smets is going to be the coach coming up here. Let's see. Are there any other ones? There are, Brett.
There are more questions.
Pac-Man Dwayne put in a Schmoebot. Josh Hamilton.
Hey.
I made a mistake yesterday. I didn't believe you that I would be excited about the free agent specials, so I took a Blue Chew beforehand. Let's just say when Jericho was announced, things went wrong. I can't wait to break down both those brackets. Let me know when you do, because I'll be watching. Pac-Man Dwayne, Schmoebot. Hotel Nerd, Schmoebot. Cutter Hale. Hey, Routing! Hope everything is going well with the free agent signing. It blew my mind. My question is, do you think Tenet and Wonder Woman are going to hit their release dates. I do not. July 24th is my 21st birthday, and it will mark 10 years that I've been watching. Oh, that's crazy. Well, thank you for your continued support, Cutter. That's awesome. I do not think that they're going to hit their dates. Arcadio with a Schmoebot. Matt Link. Hey, guys. Christian, did you see my free signing video yesterday? Just curious. I didn't. I'll have to take a look at it. Also, for the IG tourney, my fever dream is the Barbarian versus Saul. Thanks for everything as always. Yeah, who knows how Saul's going to be? I have no idea.
Yeah,
he's definitely a good talker, but whether or not he can actually answer questions, I have no idea. I remember when Ben Goddard said he was asking, he was doing the fan questions. He likes to shit on Saul and said and he's in your faction too.
Yeah,
it's even better. But he says that Saul didn't get anything right. He said Saul got like 2 or 3 questions right. Paul Denuzio, hot take. Hannah in the finals. And after having Ace on Chill to Action last night, I think he's got a great shot. You mean in Star Wars? Maybe. I think that Ace was knocked knocked silly in that Parker match and realized, because you got to understand that when Ace played back in his first match in 2015, he has not had an easy match either. You talk about Chance Ellison getting easy matches. Ace has played Mark Riley and Dan Merle in his first match ever in a teams match, although it was 3-on-2. And then in his second match, he plays Parker, and that's 5 years later. So now he's going to be in this tournament. He's got Quevedo. I have no idea how Quevedo is going to be, but he's going to study, I think, Ace. And Ace is going to come out there, and I think he's going to really work on it, and I think we're going to see a different Ace. I root for Ace. I really do.
Come out full beard.
Right? But as far as Hannah in the finals, I think he's got a fire lit under him. The question is, how does he take the pressure? There's a lot of pressure on him right now. A lot of pressure on Hannah because, and is the motivation to beat the Den, is that going to help him or hurt him? We'll find out. Marshall Weeks, hey, Christian. Hey, guys, hope you're doing well. Christian, I know you're a fan of scores and soundtracks. Have you done a dive into video game soundtracks? I know quite a few Hollywood composers do some games, like Hans Zimmer and Brian Tyler. God of War 2018 is good. I know that there are some great scores out there in video games, and I have to, I'd probably need a bunch of suggestions because I would like to listen to them because I'm sure there's some really great ones. I did listen to, what's the one that I listened to all the damn time by Steve Jablonsky that he did. And it was, I can picture it in my head. And I listened to it many, many times. And I can't picture the damn name. I can see the cover. And I'm wondering if anybody's just from saying, it's not Mass Effect 3. No, no, I'm wondering. So I have to get a list from you guys. But yeah, I don't know what the hell. Let me see if I can find it on my phone. And I'll tell you exactly what it is because it's
Meet the Jablonskis?
No, it's not that. No, I'm trying to see if anybody can guess for me, but if not, I can bring it up in mine. Jablonski.
Video games.
Jablonski. Steve Jablonski. Oh, Gears of War.
Gears of War.
It was Gears of War. That was Gears of War 2 was the actual score. It was really good. So I know Jablonski's Transformers, but he also did Gears of War. So,
okay.
All right. Now going to go over to Super Chat. And this was there's some from yesterday that we missed out on. He says that I think this is from Canada Rocks. I think that Kevin Smith would be a natural for the IG division. Smith versus Smets would be money. Who knows how much he knows about? There's some deep cuts in there too. Hotel Nerd Network. Coy upstaged Roxy, but she has the 2 best picks. All right. I'm trying to get back over here. Thad Piet. Brett, was the roller derby show you were trying to remember on the Wangers last night called Roller Games?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I was talking about roller derby. I was wearing my derby hat.
Nick Boscombe, great interview with Josh Trank. I watched Capone right afterwards, and it was amazing. It's available now, by the way. Capone.
It is?
Yeah. It's available now. I would like people to go check that out. He's sitting.
Sounds like Nolte.
He's sitting out on the porch, and he's got the cigar in his mouth, and he's chomping. And you think he sees like a photographer, and he's like, and he gets up, and he's like, and then he's wearing this pinstripe suit at one point.
Oh, naturally.
I asked Trank for it. I said, you got to give me that suit. So good. And then Larry Lease, it's on like Donkey Kong. So not a lot of super chats here tonight, but that's all right. we're looking at the overall. If you have any more super chat, you want to do any more Schmoebots, send them on in, everybody. Super chats, Schmoebots, the whole day.
Did we get to that one that was like the Ben?
Which one?
The one about me and acting.
Oh yeah, that was
one.
Pac-Man Dwayne. So he said, I'm trying to see what it was. I can't really. Let's see what it was. And here it comes. I just had it, and now it's gone, Brett. I'm so sorry. Okay, here's from Pac-Man Dwayne. What he asked a little earlier on was, I don't know if this was asked before, who is an actor or an actress or a director that you want to be a A-list actor? Two people I pick is Ben Foster and Brett. I don't really understand.
He's saying, like, who would you like to become an A-list? I guess Ben Foster.
And you?
We're on the same level.
Ben Foster is an A-list actor.
Yeah, we're definitely on the same level. Give me this.
Oh, I mean, maybe he's saying, and then he says, be like mainstream. The person is good and everything, but they haven't made the casual movie fan. I understand what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess maybe I was confused. I think Ben Foster is that guy, but maybe not. Maybe he hasn't transferred over the way like a Leo has or like John Krasinski has. So, yeah, I mean, sure. I'd always put Brett in there.
I'd like to be in a film. That'd be cool.
That'd be nice. You should have talked to Josh Trank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marshall Weeks. Some suggestions. Last of Us. Doom, if you're a Metal fan, Battlefield 1, Metal Gear Solid, and Assassin's Creed. All right. I'll look at those.
Oh, these are the soundtrack ones.
Yeah, man. Those are good ones. Okay, cool. Anything else? Let me see if there's anything on news. And once again, guys, if you want to interrupt the show, you can do it. Just put in streamlabs.com/Schmoedown. Yeah, see, everyone's leading with this. Katee Sackhoff joins The Mandalorian season 2. This is even Collider that says this. It's like, I don't know what to... Get Snyder on the phone. I'm going to call Snyder. I'm going to call him right now. Hey, Siri, call Jeff Snyder. I'm going to call Snyder. And I'm going to see. I want to ask him how this works.
Calling Jeff Snyder.
Calling Jeff Snyder.
Let me see. Let me see if I can get him. I'm going to try to call Jeff Snyder right now because I want to ask what the etiquette is. I want to see. Hey, you're on the air right now.
Great.
All right. So, hey, so I have a question because this thing with Katee Sackhoff as the Mandalorian. So Lucasfilm hasn't confirmed this, nor has Disney, and Katee Sackhoff says no comment, right? But yet when you go to whether it's everything, Collider, /Film, everyone, they don't say Katee Sackhoff could join the Mandalorian or could appear in the Mandalorian. It says Katee Sackhoff joins the Mandalorian season 2 as live action version. What's the etiquette on that? Because I feel like that's not accurate because Disney has not confirmed it yet, nor has Lucasfilm, nor has Katee.
I mean, that's all about where's the report coming from and how confident are they in it. So, I mean, to me, it seems like Peter Shiretta or someone at /Film has a source on the set of Mandalorian season 2 or someone who's been working on the show and has been, leaking this stuff.
Right.
Right? Because they did the Rosario Dawson one, no? Or was that somebody else?
I think it was too, but I mean, even so, I mean, look, Peter is usually pretty money as his Collider, and you don't usually report on shit that it's going to be like just kind of throw it to the wind. But I've always just said like until Lucasfilm or Disney says yeah it's true, but until it's confirmed, it's not confirmed.
No. That's not how it works.
No?
I mean, if I say today is Tuesday and Lucasfilm says no comment, that doesn't mean it's up for debate whether it's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's just whether or not you think it's reputable enough sources that say it's...
Right, it's all about where you're getting your information from and whether you trust them and where the deal stands, I mean...
But isn't it a little bit...
already played that character, right?
Yes, in animation a couple times. But is it...
But she sort of has this claim stake, there's a fan emotional investment, and it's not like... Who is Sako Tano, whatever the hell it is?
Yeah.
The woman who plays her, she's not a celebrity like Katee Sackhoff is, or not in the same way.
Right. Well, but look, but isn't it a little bit of Russian roulette? Because what happens if she doesn't appear until like season 3 or season 4, and yet you're leading with she's joining season 2? Maybe the sources were right, and she's walking around on set, but they're doing a scene for season 3 that they wanted to shoot.
I mean, they
there's
could.
A risk, right?
It's possible that she may just like appear and not even have a line until season 3.
Right.
But I don't know. It sounds like Peter is confident that the episode she was there for is a season 2 episode.
And I even said going into it, I would say between that, Ahsoka Tano, all this stuff that's been reported, I would probably say 98% it's accurate. I just always, for me, it's always until someone says, it's happening. Yeah.
No, I mean, how much stuff about the Trank in the Boba Fett movie have we read about that? This stuff is never acknowledged by Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
I'm just not of that opinion where it's not real until they say it is.
That's fair. I mean, obviously that's your job too. So it's like it's just maybe in the headline. It's like because I would see the headline of most likely will be appearing or we're confident in saying as opposed to like a definitive.
No, that's the thing. You have to be definitive, and it's why so many Schmoedown fans get upset at me because I put forth these opinions and I have to make them sound authoritative.
Yeah.
That's why everyone on ESPN speaks in declarative sentences, right? And it's just opinions, and people say, but that's just an opinion. And it's like, okay, but if I was just nice about it, then I wouldn't be on television giving an opinion.
That's right. Well, speaking of which, the Innergeekdom division has the new tournament out. I know you're very excited about that. You'll be watching. Any predictions on who will win the Innergeekdom tournament?
I have absolutely no idea who's even in the tournament. You know that anytime we taped an Innergeekdom match, I would just leave the studio and I'd go do something else.
It's accurate. It's inaccurate. Any thoughts on Kevin Smetz's comments on your recent comments to where Kevin said that for the big mouth that you have, that he will play you in singles when the time has come?
Sure, I'll play. Dude, Smetz is not a top level competitor.
Wow. All right. I love you more than anything. I can't wait to have you back on Backstage. Thank you. Bye. All right. So there's look. So he makes good points. I get it. If the reports really, if they're that confident in it, then it's definitive. Then okay. What the hell do I know? I don't know. I just still figure like what I will do is I'm gonna play this smooth. Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Doesn't work out, does it?
Hey,
I got my Top Gun glasses.
You know why I pulled you over?
Oh.
Pulled you over.
Hi. Where's the beer? I was kind of stumbling around the backyard. I was walking around and I peeked over and said, who's drinking? Figured I wasn't already doing it, so they said, woo! Hey, you want to have a beer with me?
I saw this lady sitting at a picnic table by herself.
Yeah.
Her family waving through the window. I thought, she needs a friend.
Absolutely. I said, hey, missus, can I buy a drink? And she said, why are you in my yard? And I said, well, I saw you're all alone and like some cake. He's losing his mind.
Yes.
And I'm reaping all the benefits. Let's see. Oh, more texts coming in. Let's see. Delete the one I posted. Okay. Everybody wants. Now the production team wants me to delete.
Sweaty Liner donated $20. Hey guys, can we get Anaconda Brett and Charles on Tatooine talking about going to the Jedi Rocks concert? Thanks.
What was that now? I missed that. Sorry.
Anaconda Brett and Charles talking about going to the Jedi Rocks concert.
Oh, okay.
Which I have no idea what that is.
That's the one that you do samadibadu.
So what was it? It was a.
I almost want to. I want to show it to you.
Oh, and you got to take that down because it says Twitch.
I do. This sucks. Is that now I got to take this stupid thing off, and over 31 people have retweeted it already. So now I got to delete the stupid thing. All right, let me delete it. All right, well, let me do it. Hold on. All right, now I got to delete the damn tweet. Stinkers. Now I'm going to redo it.
Star Wars Rocks.
There it is. It's June. Is that? Okay. Here it is. It's back. Can you guys do me a favor for people who are watching? If you don't mind, can you retweet this one? No, I had to delete it. So now I'm going to have to do the same thing over here. Stupid ass. Where is it? Okay. Watch this. And bye-bye now, you know.
Wait,
hey.
Was it like Schoolhouse Rocks?
And no, it's Jedi. Just put in Jedi Rocks.
Oh.
And put Jedi Rocks, Return of the Jedi. You'll see it. Play it off to the side if you want. And watch it while I do this because I'm gonna put the new one up for the kids.
I mean, this will definitely make the the bit better.
Yeah, well.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm already
Are you already over it?
I can't even hear it, and I'm already.
It's awful. I know it sucks. Jesus. Yeah, it's really bad, dude. It's really, really bad. Now, I don't understand why this is doing this. I'm trying to show everybody as I'm doing this on air how this all works. Shrink that sucker down. There we go. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So here's the official picture. Sorry, everybody. So now, if you need to repost that into the Facebook group, there it is. It's on YouTube, not Twitch. So just let everybody know that. All right. Sorry about that. Brett's watching Shoo Shaw.
So this was a deleted scene, or
no? Yeah, they added it in with the special editions. Yeah, it's atrocious. It's really bad, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's really, really bad.
Why.
Yeah. Hotel Nerd, Hollywood Reporter is reporting that CBS is considering moving away from the cable brands and moving to content. What does that mean? Is moving away from cable brands and moving to content? I don't know what that means. Sweaty Ben Rayner put in a Schmoedown that we'll have to get to in a second. Justin Hamilton. In the IG tourney on the left side, it's Barbarian and Parker, and you can flip a coin for the winner on that one. And on the right side, you have Saul versus the Killer Kalinowski with KO winning. And in Star Wars, it's all Force Center podcast. Yeah, we'll have to hear your takes on your show. Let's get ready. Sweaty Ben Rayner says, can we get Anaconda, Brett, and Charles on Tatooine talking about going to the Jedi Order?
Oh, it's on Tatooine. Yeah, I was going to do it on Florida.
Yeah, sorry. All right, here we go. Hello, now you know. Hey, listen, Mr. Brett, now you know. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good, now you know. We're gonna go to a concert that I think that you like. Now you know.
I don't think we're supposed to be going to concerts right now.
Yes, we can. We're on a different planet. Now you know. Get in the speeder and get your drunk ass in here.
Okay, that sounds great. I love to fly. Are there any steaks in this spaceship?
Yeah, go in the back cooler. I left you a couple there. But now that we're doing it, let me put on this CD of the Jedi Rocks. He says, Finger Baby! That's another song that never made the cut.
That doesn't really sound like a song. It sounds like somebody making a bunch of random noises.
Well, you don't know and you can't appreciate art, but it's okay now. There comes the thought. I said I'm gonna go and watch this show, and I have a new band. Now you know.
There's certain... See, that's a pairing that does... It's tough to sing Anaconda of John
Brett.
Boyd.
Yeah, I know. And it's always hard.
Charles always has to have it be a singing kind
always.
of thing.
He always sings.
Yeah.
Cutter Hale, can we get Drunk Brett and the Cartoon Cat? Sorry, Cutter. Just so everybody know, the impressions come in at the $20 in the Schmoedown, my man. Sorry about that. I didn't make that clear. Harloff, your southern voice kind of sounds like the Cartoon Cat voice. Throwback. SEN has helped me dealing with theaters. Sorry, being shut down, I would assume. Let me double check that. Yes, with theaters being closed, yes. All right.
I don't care. I just go to the theater.
Yeah.
There's no movies on. I just pretend. I just pretend like a movie. There's a little drunk for your buck.
I like that one. All right. I think that's it for today.
All these shows end with such a bang during this.
I know.
I think that's it for today.
Do they read? Let's see. Do they read these YouTube comments live? No. as I read it. Thank you, Glenn. Yeah. And then Jupiter Sky says Collider reporting to Bo Katan joining the Mandalorian. There you go. Very nice. Stubbing my toe. Now you know. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show today. It was a lot of fun. Going over. Check in the description, by the way, of this video if you want to get that the mintmobile.com/SEN live. It's in there. So go and check it out. Please go and retweet that Innergeekdom tournament thing for me, please. And
yes, the new one,
please. And I'm gonna backstage. Thank you. 12:30 p.m. on Twitch today, exclusively on Twitch just for today, and a lot of great people on the show. I think Coy's coming on, Roxy's coming on, Ethan is supposed to be on there. A lot of big news that happened, and the guys are going to talk about. You don't want to miss this episode, and it's a way to kind of learn Twitch before the Star Wars it starts. It's the Schmoedown. Let me double check right now. If I go to Twitch and I want to double check for you guys because I think that some people I certainly was. You just get scared. Like, I don't know, Twitch. Someone's like, oh, like yesterday, I don't have a Twitch account, so I'm not going to watch the tournament.
I'm surprised by that.
So
I
weird.
feel like a lot of this community would have the Twitch.
It's free. What the hell is that? Stop that.
Hey, guys, sing.
2,000 followers. Almost 2,000. You need more than that. Come on. You want to get on over there?
Did you want to see the thing?
If you want to see it.
The thing watch along.
Yeah, and there are replays, and like you can. So, for example, like when you go, people are wondering, is there going to be a replay, right? So, yes, 13 days ago, there was the murder trivia party.
Second official movie trivia Schmoedown Twitch stream. We have got
2 hours.
some more.
Watch the whole thing.
Jackbox Party Pack trivia.
Those are 2 hours long?
Chris Barnes says that he prefers to send a Raven. Chris, you try sending a Raven to Jackbox and let me know how that works out for you.
All right. So anyway, so the answer is yes. You can go back and watch the replays and all of it. So I don't understand. It's free.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
I think this is gonna go away tonight, and I just want to
get rid of it.
Yeah.
So you know what? If it's going away, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news here today. Where's the breaking news? Where is it?
Breaking news. Profound artist Zaflurtenflaus is going back in hiding. After months of coming back and sharing the music with the world, Zaflurtenflaus has left the building. But before he does, Christian Harloff will have a one-on-one interview with the Flaus.
All right. Zaflurten?
Yeah.
I hear things.
Was ist das?
I hear that you gave the world your love. You gave them power once again by you showing up, and love had hit the air, and
yes.
And you're leaving us again.
It's this coronavirus is ruining everything.
Like Quibi.
Like Quibi. Who wants to Quibi? These things. I want to hug and I want to kiss and I want to touch people, and it's not allowing to me. So until this is all over, I am gone.
So you will not be seen. We will not hear from you.
No.
The only way we can hear from you is through that exclusive Attack Peter merch or maybe other shirts that come out. But you're gone. We're not going to see you ever again.
I cannot do this thing with the I can't shake your hand. I can't kiss your face. I can't.
You like to fuck.
I can't put. Yeah, you can. I like to fuck. I can't put my tongue in your fart box. These things are no good for me.
Will you be writing new songs?
Yeah, I'll be working alone. I will be quarantining myself.
Yes.
And writing new songs and coming up with new films, new television shows.
Cat videos.
Cat videos. Lots of cats. I love the cats.
Right.
I love when they play the piano and when they lick my Schwanz. Yeah. So goodbye for now. It's not a goodbye. It's until next time.
Until next time. Well, listen, I have to say from the whole entire SEN community, for your next trending video that we hope to see, thank you for all the laughs. Thank you for all the wonderful, for the love. We love you, Zaflurtenflaus.
Lots of kisses.
All right, so Zaflurtenflaus signing off, everybody. One more.
He is the Flaus. There goes the Flaus. He's gone. You don't see him. He is gone now. There goes the Flaus. No more Flaus. No more Flaus. Because he likes to fuck and he can. But they're Flausy Flaus. Goodbye, they're Flaus and Flaus and Flaus and Flaus.